Step into the chilling halls of number 12 Grimmauld Place. A name whispered with dread and reverence. The Black family. Their legacy is a tapestry woven with dark magic, immense power, and a chilling adherence to blood purity. But beneath the veneer of ancient nobility lies a history steeped in betrayal and sorrow. The Black family name echoes through centuries of wizarding history. Synonymous with vast wealth and unparalleled magical talent, they were pillars of pure-blood society. Their influence undeniable, yet this power came at a terrible cost. A rigid ideology of blood purity defined them. Muggle-borns and even blood traitors were cast out, their names blasted from the family tree. This obsession with lineage became a curse. It fostered an environment of fear and conformity. Dissent was not tolerated within their hallowed yet haunted walls. The very air in their ancestral home felt heavy, laden with the weight of generations of prejudice. A palpable darkness clung to the tapestries and portraits. Their wealth funded their isolation. It allowed them to maintain their purity, but it also blinded them to the changing world outside. This insular world bred a unique kind of cruelty, a cold detachment from those deemed unworthy. It was a foundation built on exclusion. The Black family's power was undeniable, but it was a power often wielded without compassion, a stark contrast to the ideals of unity the wizarding world desperately needed. Their history is a cautionary tale, a study in how privilege can curdle into prejudice, how tradition can become a cage. We examine this not just as history, but as a literary exploration. What does this ancient house represent in the narrative? The Black family's story is a microcosm. It reflects the larger societal struggles, the battle against ingrained prejudice and fear. Children who strayed were disowned, their existence erased from the family tapestry, a brutal symbolic act of rejection. Sirius Black's story is the most famous. His rejection of his family's values led to his banishment, a painful permanent rift. But there were others. Andromeda Black, who married a Muggle-born, her name too was blasted from the tree. These acts of disownment were devastating. They highlight the family's extreme ideology. Purity was valued above familial love. The house itself became a repository of this pain. Grimmauld Place held the echoes of these betrayals, a monument to their unforgiving nature. Kreacher, the house elf, is a living embodiment. He carries the weight of the family's history, his loyalty twisted by generations of servitude and prejudice. His story is a tragic subplot. It reveals the depth of the Black family's cruelty, their treatment of those they considered beneath them. The betrayal wasn't just disowning, it was the internal conflict, the pressure to conform, the fear of stepping out of line. Regulus Black's story is complex. A son who initially followed the dark path, but ultimately betrayed Voldemort, paying the ultimate price. His act was a different kind of betrayal, a betrayal of the Dark Lord, but perhaps a redemption in the eyes of some. These internal conflicts are rich ground for literary analysis. They explore themes of choice, loyalty, and redemption. The house itself seems to conspire against those who defy its traditions. It resists change, clinging to its dark past. The portraits on the wall are judges. They sneer at those who deviate, a constant reminder of the family's expectations. The rise of Lord Voldemort profoundly impacted the Black family. His ideology of pure-blood supremacy aligned perfectly with theirs. Many embraced his cause. Bellatrix Lestrange, born Black, became one of his most fanatical followers. Her cruelty was legendary, a dark star in the family constellation. Narcissa Malfoy, another Black sister, navigated a different path. While supporting the dark side, her loyalty was ultimately to her family, a complex character study. The wars amplified the family's divisions. Some joined the Death Eaters, others like Sirius fought against them. Grimmauld Place became a headquarters for the Order of the Phoenix, a stark irony given its history. The house itself resisted this change. It fought against the light, a physical manifestation of the family's dark legacy. The conflict within the family, it reflects the larger conflict in the world, the battle between light and darkness. The Black family's choices during the wars, they cemented their reputation, a name forever linked to the darkest period. The Black family's role in these events, it is central to understanding the conflict. They were both victims and perpetrators of the darkness. Their fall from grace was dramatic, a once respected name now synonymous with terror, a tragic arc for an ancient house. Sirius Black stands apart, A defiant figure against a backdrop of darkness, he rejected everything his family stood for. He ran away from home at 16, choosing friendship and love over blood, a radical act of rebellion. Sirius embraced the blood traitors, the Weasleys, the Potters, those his family despised. He paid a heavy price for his choices, imprisoned in Azkaban for years, a victim of betrayal and injustice. Sirius represents hope, the possibility of breaking free, of choosing a different path despite your lineage. His return to Grimmauld Place is poignant, forced back into the house he hated, a prisoner of his past even in freedom. The house itself seems to torment him, a constant reminder of his family's legacy, the source of his pain. Sirius Black is the heart of the Black family's story in the books, the character through whom we understand their darkness. The Black family were architects of prejudice. Their belief in pure blood superiority was absolute. It poisoned their interactions. Their treatment of house elves is horrifying. Creature's story is a testament to this. Generations of servitude and abuse. They saw house elves as property, not as sentient beings, a reflection of their dehumanizing worldview. This prejudice wasn't limited to elves. It extended to anyone deemed unworthy, Muggle-borns, half-bloods, even purebloods who disagreed. Their ideology created a hierarchy, placing themselves at the top, and everyone else beneath them. They were proponents of segregation, of maintaining the purity of the wizarding world, by excluding others. The portrait of Walburga Black, a screaming embodiment of their prejudice, a constant reminder of their values. It highlights the dangers of elitism, and the dehumanizing effects of prejudice, on both the oppressor and the oppressed. The treatment of house elves, it's a dark stain on wizarding society, and the Black family were key contributors. Their legacy of prejudice, it's a heavy burden, one that future generations must confront. These hidden truths weren't just personal, they had societal implications. Their actions poisoned the wider wizarding world. Grimmauld Place itself held secrets that could aid the fight against Voldemort, but also secrets that posed a threat. The locket Horcrux hidden there, a direct link to Voldemort's power, a symbol of the darkness within the house. Regulus Black's discovery of the locket, his attempt to destroy it, a hidden act of defiance against the darkness. His story remained a secret, for years unknown even to his family, another hidden truth within the house. These hidden truths reveal the complexity of the Black family. Not everyone was purely evil, but their actions, both overt and hidden, they had a corrosive effect on society, spreading fear and prejudice.